Yeah, don't give a fuck what they say. I'm out here getting paid. Cover 2K, cause I'm ballin' every day. Roll up some day, fucking mix it with the drink. Shawty ain't my babe, but she just might be my main. I don't give a fuck, time to turn it up. I was down, now I'm flying to the fucking top. I'm just trying to fuck, I ain't trying to cuff. Put some gas in my blow.
What's good? What's up, niggas, man? Hey, this your boy TcoloLIVE. You already know though. Welcome back to my channel, man. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring that. You feel me? Don't forget to like the video. Comment down below any ideas, any support, man. Y'all seeing the title? Y'all see what's going on? You feel what I'm saying? Andrew Tate got arrested, man, on sex trafficking allegations in Romania. Feel what I'm saying? Hey, P game, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all already know. I'm eating this little mukbang. Look at that. Let's get into this motherfucking video. See what's going on. You feel me?
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate.
I'm gonna watch this one. I'm gonna watch another video as to why.
And his brother Tristan are arrested in Romania as part of a human trafficking probe. News broke late Thursday evening by BNO News that the pair were arrested on December 29th. Now, this news comes just hours after Tate made waves with climate activist Greta Thunberg going back and forth on Twitter about carbon dioxide emitting cars. Tate, who had previously been kicked off social media platforms for so-called misogyny and hateful ideations, had also made news last month. As Long Crime Network's Sidebar reported, he sued YouTuber Ethan Klein after Klein called him a sex trafficker. Now, at the time, Tate's attorneys sent Klein a cease and desist order. Some reports now say Romanian officials used Tate's social media to confirm he was in their country before his arrest. We're still learning new details in this case and will continue to bring you the latest developments as they come in. Reporting for Long Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Damn, bro. Hey, folk. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna watch this nigga shit, man. You feel me? That's crazy, man. Hey, free my nigga Tate, man. Free my nigga Tate. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do nothing, man. Free my nigga Tate. You feel me? On the gas. Let's get it.
I told myself I wasn't going to make another video about Andrew Tate, mostly because the content around Andrew Tate is very repetitive and boring. Plus, it just makes the bald man richer anyway. So what's really the point? But much like a messy shit, every time I look down at the toilet paper, Andrew Tate is still there, and today's shit is especially messy and worth talking about because it's official that Andrew Tate has been arrested in Romania on human trafficking charges alongside his brother. And the fun part? It is all thanks to Greta Thunberg, the climate activist from a few years ago. She was like the 15-year-old. It's her. We'll get to that in just a moment, but first, it might sound a bit,
I don't know who you talking about.
Familiar that Andrew Tate had something with the law and human trafficking. And that's because in April of 2022, earlier this year, his entire compound was raided by the Romanian police. Now, he said it was like a swatting thing and had nothing to do with human trafficking. And the story kind of died down and no one really knew what was going on. But now, thanks to some of the stories that were posted by Alejandra on Twitter, we seem to have a better picture. There was a tip to the U.S. Embassy by a boyfriend of an American woman who alerted the embassy that she was being held against her will by Andrew Tate. And the story goes like this. American woman's dating this guy. Andrew Tate hits her up on social media. Says, hey, I'll fly you out to Romania. Bad Andrew Tate impression, but you get the point. She took the flight because I guess he's rich and bald and she likes those things. And he showed her a good time. Until he forced her to work as a video chat model, or at least she felt threatened and forced to work as a video chat model. And she contacted her ex and was like, hey, I fucked up. I made a mistake. And then he contacted an embassy.
First of all, listen. Listen. If my girl, right? P gang, you know. If my girl, I don't know what's up with my voice right now. If my girl, right? She go fly out with a nigga in Romania, I don't give no fuck, nigga. If you go to a nigga crib, shorty, you're not my girl. Let alone you fly out. As soon as you fly out to that nigga crib, you are not in my hands. Listen, I'm not calling shit. I'm not calling good luck, Chuck. Listen, I'm not going, folks. You feel me? It's like, bro, why the fuck would I do that? Why would I call? Man, this nigga, he a snitch. And I'm gonna tell you though, listen, I'm gonna tell you, and I ain't saying like I'm just gonna let her do it, you know, and get, you know, Come on now, shorty. She gon', you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, yeah, she felt bad, nigga. She was trying to, you feel me? And then she gonna try to say he forced her to do some shit. I'm calling cap. I'm calling cap. And look, P game though. For Tate, bro, you gotta move smart, nigga. I don't know. All the details ain't come out yet. You know what I'm saying? But I remember this situation saying something about a woo-woo. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's keep going.
A U.S. embassy in Bucharest, the capital of Romania.
Why the fuck? Nah, listen, hold on, my bad. Why would you have a girl that got a nigga in a crib, folks? Come on. You can't just bring anybody to the crib. You feel me? But like I say, I don't know the whole situation. To me, I ain't, you feel me? Nah, it ain't no way.
And very quickly, they realized this is kind of like organized crime, and we're crossing countries here, and this is a bit of a big deal. And if you don't know, most human trafficking comes from somebody who you might know. There's like a literal strategy in human trafficking of lover boy, like trying to lead people into a certain area. And so this tip originally came in April, but the authorities just now had enough evidence to actually book and charge the Tate brothers and put them into custody.
Bro, it was Thursday.
Originally in April, they went and hoped to maybe find the girl, but she wasn't there. I guess now they have some information. And this also proves, you know, a bit of a point here, why Andrew Tate moved to Romania in the first place. This is a direct quote from him, by the way. If corruption exists, which it does, let us all play. I like living in a society where my money, influence, and power means I'm not below or beholden to any of these bullshit laws. I mean, here's a clip of him on a podcast. Just listen. Does this sound like somebody
That sound like his ass.
who moved to Romania to do maybe some nefarious things? I think maybe.
There are countries in the world where there's a really interesting, delicate balance of a government and a police force which are not strong. And when I'm saying that, I'm not saying I'm breaking the law. I'm not saying it in that way. I'm saying that minor infractions or tiny things are not going to be, I'm not going to be persecuted to the end of earth I would in the UK for a parking ticket.
Yeah, it's
right?
mad because they
So it sounds like he went to Romania and that's where he resides because maybe the police are a little more relaxed. Maybe he's able to bribe some of the officials there. Maybe he can do...
Bro, you reaching, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, I don't agree with everything Andrew Tate say. This nigga right here, bro, you reaching, bro. You one of the feds, nigga. What the fuck is you doing right now? You gonna pull that shit up? Nigga, I'm gonna tell you, bro. I agree with the fuck. Like, you know, he just said clear as day a fact. That low ass shit you getting charged for. You feel what I'm saying? Who the fuck wanna be threatened their whole life being threatened for some low ass shit? I was in that predicament. And that shit ain't no joke. You feel me? I'm like, damn, I ain't even do shit really. You feel me? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Your freedom in jeopardy for some low ass shit. Come on now, I do that too. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't going to no Romania. None of that. I ain't doing that to live. I don't even want to visit right now. You feel me? Y'all see what's going on in this world. That girl Brittany Gardner, whatever. I ain't going over there saying hold that nigga hostage. You feel me? Especially if you got a name though. You feel me? Cause they trying to get they people out of here. So nah, bro. But damn, bro, and I really wanted to visit the motherfuckers. Like, you know, overseas and shit, but I don't know if I could do that shit. I ain't gonna lie, they be holding motherfuckers up. Shit, that's a wrap. But now, look, P game though, still though. Come on, you reaching, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Some things that he wouldn't be able to do in the UK or US that he feels like the politicians in those areas can do. And maybe part of this involved trying to coerce women to fly from across the world to do his webcam business that maybe they don't want to do. And that at least is what the Romanian police believe, or at least the U.S. Embassy, who probably asked the Romanian police to arrest Andrew Tate and his brother. Now, what does this have to do with Greta Thunberg? Well, let's talk about Andrew Tate being unbanned on Twitter. Stop. I just found out that I've been paying for 2 gym memberships to the same gym for the past year. I immediately canceled it, but I've been dealing with a debt collector calling me every single day. Don't be like me and use the sponsor of today's video, Rocket Money, formerly Truebill, Ben Latt. The person...
Shout out Rocket Money for the show. They come in clutch.
Is on Twitter what unbanned Andrew Tate after 5 years. And part of his unban, what unbanned...
What? Oh, this nigga read it wrong. This nigga read it after 5 years, nigga. I'm like, wait, it's been I'm like, hold on. Nigga, hey, he said after 5 years, I'm like, yo, what happened to my life? Nigga, how old am I, folks? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Look, it ain't no 5 years, a 5-year ban. I ain't know that too. I thought it was shit. You feel me? But that's what's up.
And Andrew Tate after 5 years. And part of his unban was a little conversation with Greta Thunberg, who is on Twitter. And here's how the interaction went. Andrew Tate randomly tweeted at Greta, said, "Hello, Greta. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a cool engine. I don't know. I drive a goddamn Subaru Sandbar from 97. My 2 Ferraris also have big engine. This is just the start. Please provide me your email so I can send a complete list of my car collection and the respective enormous emissions." Because she's an activist against climate change, and he's like, I do so many emissions, so many, it's so cool. To which Greta replied, "Yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com.
Damn.
A little bit of a roast there, but the roast picked up very quickly on Twitter. It got 2.8 million likes.
What he said, small dick energy at getalife.com. Hey, what the fuck is this? What is going on? This is an argument right here.
Energy@getalife.com. A little bit of a roast there, but the roast picked up very quickly on Twitter. It got 2.8 million likes. I've never seen a ratio this big ever. His tweet got 193,000. She got 2.8 million. We're talking about like a 10x multiplier and then some. To which he replied, "How dare you?" To which I thought was joking, but no, he was mad. He was mad. You can look, because he immediately started tweeting a shit ton about Greta. Strange as it may seem, there's a teenager out there who believes your government should tax you into poverty to stop the sun from being hot. And then he also retweeted a bunch of people who were like, Greta's response was actually botted. Also, it's not even a good insult because that's her email. So she has a small dick, actually. And honestly, Tate is organically popular, and Greta is like hated. People don't like her. So he's retweeting all these things. He seems very upset. He tweets something totally unhinged in a reply to somebody who said Andrew Tate and Greta should stop flirting and fuck already. And then he said she ain't ready. He's pushing 40. Now, to be clear, she is 19. I think everyone kind of envisions her as the child she was when she originally did the climate change. But I mean, we can relax with the Seinfeld age difference. You know, it's a little bit bold there, a little bit weird, a little bit creepy. And he wasn't done. He was so upset by this ratio from Greta. He also made this Twitter video. And this is the smoking gun. Let's just watch it together. It's a bit cringed, but let's stick through it.
Release some greenhouse gases.
Hold on. You telling me this what he did before he got arrested? Bro, this the video he made before he got arrested, folks. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Release some greenhouse gases. I'm obviously a stranger to online controversy. It's not something I often do. But now, the mainstream press is commenting on the fact that I was informing Greta that my very extensive car collection with internal combustion engines, which run on dead dinosaurs, had an enormous emission profile. And she replied by telling me her own email address. Greta's email address is, I have small dick energy. Why would that be your own email address, Greta?
Pretty obvious that it was just like a bit of a roast and she didn't care to give him the time. But again, going along with the I am not owned is his strategy here.
I mean, also, I don't want to assume her gender. It's 50-50, but it is what it is. I'm not actually mad at Greta. Please bring me pizza.
It'd be so weird if you were.
Sure
all she did was ratio you.
Recycled.
Okay, just remember this moment. Remember this moment. He asked for a pizza box, and he says, make sure it's not recycled, which is also fine, by the way. I don't know if you guys know this. Cardboard recycling is honestly one of the least effective.
I don't give a fuck about no cardboard recycling, least effective woo woo woo. What the fuck this nigga talking about?
It's dyed cardboard. You know, like sometimes if you get
no offense, I ain't trying to hit it right now. All right.
A package. So often.
So I'm actually mad at Greta, right? Because she doesn't realize she's been programmed.
He with Greta. He with Greta on the gas. He fuck with Greta heavy on the gas.
She doesn't realize she's a slave of the Matrix. She thinks she's doing good. Someone has sat her down and convinced her to try and convince you to beg your government to tax you into...
I'll save you the rest of the speech. He kind of goes on to say that climate change isn't real, and that's basically the whole of it. But you know, call me crazy. I'm a believer that climate change is real, and I think the biggest impact on climate change are on unregulated corporations that need to be regulated in some fashion. And so, you know, that's a conversation for a different day. But the interesting part about the video were these 2 pizza boxes that he brought out as some sort of stunt to own Greta because he wasn't recycling.
To own.
It turns out that the Romanian authorities needed proof that Andrew Tate was in the country because he travels so much. And they reportedly used his social media posts.
Man, listen, bro, I don't reportedly, man, I ain't trying to hit that, gang. I'm gonna tell you why. If they watching this nigga, bro, they staking up. We got tabs on this nigga. They know where he at. They gonna be right in front of his crib, 24/7 surveillance. You feel what I'm saying? They do that to little small town drug dealers. But you think they ain't gonna do it to him? They ain't gonna know where he at for? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to. It's probably a coincidence, bro. But I'm talking about you needed proof. Come on now. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta check in at the airport. Check, you feel me? Like, it's all type of ways, bro. You feel me? Like, niggas they be tapping in niggas' bank accounts. You can see where he last. You feel me? Like, come on. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think somebody sitting right in front of his crib. It's coincidence. Or whatever the fuck he was at.
Including a Romanian pizza chain, Jerry's Pizza, which confirmed that he was in the country and able to be arrested. So all it took was a 19-year-old girl, one ratio, and him trying to unown himself to get arrested by authorities for human trafficking. I can't think of a larger clown on the internet right now than Andrew Tate. That's the whole story. I think it's fucking hilarious.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Niggas be hating, man. I don't know, I'm just getting hating vibes, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Shout out to this nigga, man. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't know if he did it or not. Obviously, you know, I don't think he did, though. I feel like a lot of people throw it. That's why, bro, you can't trust shit. Like, we in a world where you can't trust motherfuckers, man. This shit crazy. Like, you never know what motherfuckers be on, what they gonna try to say you did, and how easy it is to get arrested off some bullshit. Get charged off some bullshit. It's crazy, bro. Just give me one girl, bro. That's all I need. Y'all talking about I want 5 wives. Hey, go ahead, teach his own, bro. You know what I'm saying? One of them, you know what I'm saying, get jealous and yeah, domestic, you getting arrested. That shit a rap, bro. I swear to God, I'm not doing it. Just give me one. That's all I need. One. You feel what I'm saying? On the gas, bro. That shit crazy. I'm out relatively. Make sure y'all sub with that join the squad. Let me know what y'all think down below. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all already know, man. Hey, stay tuned. Stay fearless. Let's get it.
Say that I don't really care. You loving me with fear. Your friends acting jealous, so they tell you disappear. I just want you to know that I care. I just want you to know I'm right here. Can't be replaced. I'm the dream you gotta face, and I don't give a fuck what your friends gotta say. I just want you